Happy Sunday, everyone. It is an absolutely gorgeous day outside. I hope that you are outside and you're enjoying this weather. And I know that I'm going to be soaking up some sun. Right now I'm in the shade, but I will be soaking up some sun a little bit later. So for those of you that didn't know, today is National Friendship Day. And, it's always the first Sunday in August. And, today I wanted to talk a little bit about friendship. Last week I talked about relationships and why friendships matter and how it's important to rebuild friendships when both parties are interested in doing so. It's really hard to make friends sometimes. There's no signs on any of us that say, hey, you know what, I'm a good friend, come be friends with me. Or, hey, I'm not such a good friend, maybe you should just keep going. And so, friends are those people that come into our lives and sometimes leave our lives. And they help us become who we naturally should be. And sometimes they help us uncover things that we never would have found alone. And sometimes they push us in ways that we otherwise wouldn't have pushed ourselves to. And so, I'm grateful for all of the people that have come into my life, whether they've stayed for a long time or they left suddenly. I am grateful for, the moments that I never ever would have found if, these people hadn't been in my life. And I'm okay with admitting that. And I also know that, the whole premise about, hey, people come into your life for a season, a reason, or a lesson. Well, you know what? That can be said for everybody that's come into our lives, right? And, friends are those people that we choose. They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. And I've always found it very interesting that sometimes we don't appreciate our friends as much as we should. We focus on something that, didn't go right or whatever, and quickly dismiss them without even trying to work through it. And then there's other people that just kind of show up without even realizing that they're there for a reason. And so, I'm very grateful and blessed with the friends that I have. I know that they have my back. I know that they will love me even when I make a mistake. I know that they are always excited to hear from me. And, this last week I had somebody come out and just send me a YouTube video and said, hey, you know what, thank you for being a friend. I called somebody else because I actually wanted to talk to this person about something else, and she answered the phone, hello friend. And it just makes you feel so excited and so connected with people because you realize that you have an impact in people's lives, that you positively influence them. And that's a really great feeling. And we have different levels of friendship, right? We have people that we're friendly with for whatever reason, and we have people that we're actually friends with, and usually there's a pretty big separation between who we're friends with and who we're friendly with. And one of the things that amazes me about friendship is that if you know things that are going on in my life, work, personal, otherwise, or whatever, then chances are we're pretty good friends. But if we just kind of go see each other at the grocery store and never even say anything to each other, or just kind of say, hey, how you doing, or whatever, then that's something too. And so really that's one of the things that I want us to focus on today is friends. Who are your friends? Who are the ones that absolutely, without question, have your back? The ones that love you no matter how hard that gets sometimes, no matter how many mistakes you make, no matter how many times that you don't live up to something, but they still love you. And you're grateful for them, and you tell them. That's the key, right? Hey, Pat, so good to see you. But you know what? So many times we just say, yeah, that's my friend, I'll see him tomorrow. Guess what? We don't know that that's going to happen. Something could happen, and we never get that opportunity. And so I always find it interesting that we don't tell our friends, hey, you know what? I love you. Or I miss you. Hey, I need to reach out to that person. That's what people want. Especially now, we're craving that connection even more than we probably should, because we can't be together. And so, you know what? There are always going to be those people that come into your lives and leave. And then there are people that never leave, and we don't even really understand why they're still there. Okay, so on this National Friendship Day, reach out to a friend, even if you haven't spoken to them in a while, even if maybe something kind of ended with a misunderstanding the last time you guys were together. You know what? Wonder if you can fix something. Hi, Susan. Oh my gosh, I see two friends from high school. I'm so excited. I have been friends with Pat and Susan forever. Now, you know, I don't live where they live. They still live in California. Yes, childhood friend for life. Absolutely, Susan. You just made my day. And you know what? Guess what? It doesn't matter where you live. And we have a lot of Facebook friends, right? But are you really friends with them? Can you reach out to them if you wanted to? Because chances are the friend that you knew is exactly the friend that you need, or the friend that you want, the person that you need most. And that's hard to admit sometimes, because I know for me, it's hard for me to say, you know what? I need help. Or, you know what? I'm really having a bad day. Can you talk to me for a minute, or just listen to me vent? And that's hard sometimes, because you have to put yourself out there. You have to be vulnerable. You have to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you my heart, and I want you to hold it tenderly. I want you to care for it and love it. And just because we're, you know, not together, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you've brought to my life. And that's what I want for Friendship Day, right? You know, like I said, Pat and Susan, we graduated from high school together. It's been over 30 years, you guys. But we're just getting better, right? That's what people do. So remember your friends, right? We focus so much on family, and I get family, right? But sometimes your friends are your family. Your friends are the ones that you choose. Sometimes you get in fights with friends, right? Sometimes you fix it, sometimes you don't. Guess what? There's always an opportunity for you to fix it. Sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes it's not worth the effort. And those people you just have to let go. You just have to say, you know what? I'm still worth it to someone. And that's okay. Hi, Amy. Amy's kind of a new friend. I've known Amy, I don't know, about 10 years. So I'm excited that you guys are all here. Super. So remember your friends today. Reach out to them. Send a text. Give them a call. Do whatever you can to connect with them. Go and make sure that you make a point to meet for coffee, as long as you're socially distancing from each other. Make sure you find ways to still stay connected. You are so welcome, Susan. I miss your smile. You have one of the best smiles ever, always. And so focus on your friends, because what's going to happen someday, that friend won't be there for whatever reason, right? And we're going to miss that opportunity to say, you know what? I wasn't brave enough to tell my friend how I felt about them. Now's the time. Got to appreciate our friends. So I just wanted to say happy Friendship Day to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep being awesome. Susan, I would love to catch up with you. You are one of my longtime friends, and I appreciate you every day. And I should have said that a long time ago. We just kind of lost touch, and I know. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. But enjoy your day. And remember, nobody gets through life without friends. We all need a little help from our friends, right? Doesn't matter what day it is, but we all need our friends. So happy Sunday. Enjoy the weather, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.